Hello! Today we are looking at Re-Night, a turn-based tactical roguelite deck builder. The game is super creative and can feel a bit overwhelming at first, but the developers created one of the absolute best tutorial systems I have ever seen to help you to better understand the game. Your heroes gain experience at the end of each run, and leveling up unlocks puzzle challenges in the chrono disc. Each challenge is a tactical puzzle where you have to play cards in a specific order to execute insane combos. The one playing in the background is a simple example showing how a self-damaging mechanics can be converted into massive burst damage. I know that this isn't officially a tutorial, but it acts as one. These aren't just dry demonstration either. Once you complete a challenge, 3 cards supporting that specific playstyle are added to your main card pool, along with 3 new equipment pieces. With over 300 cards, you can build around 20 distinct playstyles, going over every keyword, like creating illusions, knocking enemies around for collision damage, or sniping foes with range cards straight from the middle of your hand would take forever. So let's use this cute but deadly dancer as quick example. She relies heavily on pollen cards, which are mostly poison-based attacks featuring the aftersend keyword. This mechanics grants extra pollen cards to chain together until the aftersend counter hits 0. You can manipulate these cards to cost 0 energy, deal extra damage for every pollen card played that turn, or stack massive damage over time. The core idea is to flood enemies with poison and watch their health drain, but you can take it a step further. You can detonate all active poison stacks to convert them directly into bleed. Bleed triggers every single time an enemy moves. You can then use her other card to force a high health boss to move continuously alongside her, and on top of that stack movement buffing pollen cards to make the boss's health bar melt in seconds. To add even more tactical depth, the game uses 3 basic elements that interact with each other. Simple way for remembering: grass drinks water, water extinguish fire, and fire burn grass. This elemental system amplifies to your hero's attack as well as specific element poisons. It's good that there are only 3 elements. It keeps things simple and easy to remember, while still opening up a huge variety of interactions. You can apply elements directly through basic attacks, up to 5 stacks per target, or use spells and items to stack them on enemies, or even on your own hero to lower incoming damage. There's also neutral damage, which ignores elemental matchups entirely, but can be amplified through other mechanics. Items follow a classic setup. You have 3 slots for one-time consumables, earned from battles or bought in shops. Don't be afraid to use them, but save your strongest item for boss fights. On top of items, you have equipment, which acts like relics in other deck builders. Their slots are limited per hero, and some items are character specific, like an artifact that applies poison on a hero's very first strike. Others grant party-wide passive buffs, extra energy, or powerful unique cards. Equipment and cards both follow a standard rarity system. There are 6 distinct heroes in total. You can bring a party of 3 on each adventure. You start with high health grass farmer, a mobile water rogue, and the fire range hero. Over time you'll unlock 3 more: the poison dancer, a multi-element scholar, and a shaman focused on enemy displacement. Combat is turn-based. Your heroes always start battles at full health, and you always take the first turn. Each unit has its own movement range, but your team shares a single energy pool to play cards. If a hero falls, they can be resurrected with full health up to 3 times per run, depending on how many resurrection stones you have. If you run out of stones, dead heroes remain out for the rest of that battle, but return for the next one. The game includes an option to restart battles or undoing moves or card plays. I wasn't sure about this feature initially, but it turns out to be a great quality of life addition. Enemies telegraphed their attacks, you can see their order and movement points, so you can block pets and protect low health heroes. Bosses have complex ability rotations that takes time to learn. and this rewind feature lets you study their patterns without wasting an entire run just to learn a single phase. The map follows a familiar branch structure where you pick your path to the act boss. Regular encounters reward cards, gold and consumables, while elite fights throw in equipment drops. Bosses drop higher rarity loot, bonus health and extra resurrection stones depending on your chosen difficulty. You can also find shops, basic positive and negative random events, card upgrade, removal and transformation mods, and rest sites to recharge your resurrection stones or claim random gear. Clearing 3 full maps secures a victory. With multiple difficulty modes, steady quality of life unlocks, and global leaderboard, Reunite offers a surprising amount of depth and replayability for what might initially look like just another deck builder. So if you're a fan of this type of games, I recommend you try this one. While there are bugs that developers are actively patching, and a bit more enemy variety would be welcome over long sessions, it's a small, charming, deep and fun game. The price tag is $13.99, feels completely fair for the amount of content that you get. Now, I am heading back to finish my Chrono Disc and uncover the secrets behind it. Enjoy the game, like and subscribe, and I see you soon!